And I'm deeply curious about what's been woven into our lives that we've seen and that we may have not seen. There's a few quotes I wanted to share that inspired me. One was by Catherine Ann Porter, who said, "The past is never where you think you left it." And another one from William Faulkner, "The past is never dead. It's not even past." And Confucius, who said, "Study the past if you would divine the future." I think in all of these, we're saying that the past is alive in some way in our present being and that we feel its pulse. And we can also choose to leave things in the past when we're ready, cut them off, like decayed limbs that are gone. But that comes in time and that takes a while. So for today, I want to share this reflection by John Seed and Joanna Macy, and then lead us in our meditation. What are you? What am I? Intersecting cycles of water, earth, air, and fire. That's what I am. That's what you are. Water, blood, lymph, mucus, sweat, tears. Inner oceans tugged by the moon. Tides within and tides without. Streaming fluids floating our cells, washing and nourishing through endless riverways of gut and vein and capillary. Moisture pouring in and through and out of you and me in the vast poem of the hydrological cycle. You are that. I am that. Earth, matter made from rock and soil. It too is pulled by the moon as the magma circulates through the planet heart and roots suck molecules into biology. Earth pours through us, replacing each cell in the body every 7 years. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, we ingest, incorporate, and excrete the earth. Are made from the earth. I am that. You are that. Air, the gaseous realm, the atmosphere, the planet's membrane. The inhale and the exhale. Breathing out carbon dioxide to the trees and breathing in their fresh exudations. Oxygen kissing each cell awake. Atoms dancing in orderly metabolism, interpenetrating. That dance of the air cycle, breathing the universe in and out again, is what you are, is what I am. Fire. Fire from our sun that fueled our life, drawing up plants and raising the waters to the sky to fall again, replenishing. The inner furnace of your metabolism burns with the fire of the Big Bang that first sent energy matter spinning through space and time. And the same fire as the lightning that flashed into the primordial soup, catalyzing the birth of organic life. You were there. I was there. For each cell of our bodies is descended in an unbroken chain from that event. Let our cells and our bodies adjust and be comfortable once again. Letting the earth of our bones and muscles and skin sink more deeply into the chair. Letting the air of our breath cycle come in and out however it wants. Letting our mind fire neurons of observation, watching this breath, noticing its wave like the wave of the ocean water. Inhaling, expanding, and exhaling, relaxing. Maybe we observe the breath just as it is, whether it's deep or shallow, fast or slow, tight or loose. Perhaps we observe this breath connecting us molecule by molecule with all the places of our community, trees and plants and animals that we have weaved in and out of this year, being fed and feeding them by sharing a breath. In between the lungs, we might feel or imagine the heartbeat. The pulse of life, electromagnetic energy beating our way through each moment and each day, carrying us onward. Today we'll remember how the heart has beaten for the last 365 days. How it has beaten fast and slow, pumped blood thick and thin, perhaps at times hurt and shriveled, and perhaps at times luminous and expansive. This heart that holds so much, receives and sends so much, invigorates life. We listen to its heartbeat and the cells that know. Yes, on average, the whole body cells replenish in 7 years. But the heart is about at 1% a year. So if you're about 50 years old, half of your heart cells were there since you were born. Or most of your life. And half of your heart cells are new, carrying imprints from some decades or some years, or maybe just this year. Well, the heart has stories to tell, stories of what it's felt and lived through. So we breathe with the heart. And then we come with our observing mind to the whole body, where this air and blood flow to every corner and region of each limb. What these cells have walked through and digested through. The stomach cells that can change every few days. So much turnover. While other cells, like the brain cells, so long and permanent. Together, this whole being, this water, this fire, this air, this earth, stays connected in one amazing organism that bears your name. Somehow, this pulsing dance can move across the land, through the air, towards some humans and away from others. And this whole being together encodes memory of experience. We have a sense of ourself, a sense of who I am through all the change, trials, triumphs. And taking a moment to see the whole body from our mind's eye, the whole being. Wow, what a miracle. Somehow this package stays together day after day, held by consciousness or soul or whatever you may name that part of you that is uniquely you. An exquisite knitting of you-ness, a gem on this planet. When you're ready, I invite you to let your eyes fall softly upon your palms. Taking in the lines and curves. the unique pattern that the world gave to you. Maybe noticing the ridges of your fingerprint, of your alone fingerprint. That no one else in the world got these combination of lines. And anything else you want to notice about the palms, perhaps the colors that dance beneath the surface of the skin, the way the light reflects off your skin. Perhaps the space that your hands hold. We're about to consider what these hands have felt, touched, moved, tasted this year. Let us invite these hands to express through color, line, design, shape, form, words, the story they wish to tell, along with our heart and whole being.